Deep breath.
Okay, so hello and good morning, everyone out in YouTube land. This is Matt, and I am not the one that you usually hear. Stephanie is not going to be available today, so you are stuck with me and Alex and the other Alex. So, with that, I am going to hand it off to Alex.
Morning, everyone. Uh, Hopefully, we'll have a nice flyover today. Very uneventful week. So yeah, might not see too much, but yeah. Um, so we've just taken off. Just waiting for the first photos to come through. I think we're gonna fly back over Brownsville, if I'm correct, and then we'll be on our way to the port. Um, so yeah, um, we've currently got alongside this stream, we've got the SQD arm is being lifted, so we should be able to get some nice shots of that whilst we're in the air today. Um, so yeah,
And of a certain booster that decided to blow its insides out.
Oh, come on. It was a happy accident. We're just going to paint it as a tree.
oh god,
Just having an extended sleep right now.
Yeah.
You know, it's but a flesh wound.
butter flesh wound. Yeah, well actually, yeah, there's some stuff to go over once we get to booster 18, but I'm sure everyone's got their own theories as to what's happened with it. But it's yeah,
I mean,
it's
Not me. I have no opinion.
okay, sure.
right. Everyone has an opinion.
Especially Alex.
Some rockets,
Hey,
some rockets jettison batteries doing flight. Others jettison COPVs.
hey, COPVs are meant to fly.
And to explode like grenades.
I have a Trax that sings that. We had far too much fun with AIs the other morning.
Oh.
I don't blame it on the COPVs.
It's always.
I
the
don't think that's the
COPVs.
root cause, but they definitely blew up.
Well, they should have, as it peeled open like a. I'm not sure what analogy.
Something
It looked like.
caused them to blow up. I don't know what.
Oh, there's a. If only we could get a shot of the header tank, little side tank.
It's on the other side, so I
Well,
don't think that's
yeah.
the cause.
I do, but oh shoot, I said that out loud.
I missed a note.
I mean that would mean my name for it as the stupid tank, as I call it, would be exact. So
I call it the side piece, but that's just me.
Okay.
So we're
Right. We should be getting our first photos in of the storage lot. Oh, yep. There we go.
they continued with her cleaning. That lot? Yes,
Yeah.
they have. I don't even recognize this anymore.
Yeah, they've got rid of all of the Yeah, they've gotten rid of all of the like those like orange scaffolding for their
Storage racks.
yeah, for storage racks.
Wow, that was a parking lot at one point. You know, deep riveting commentary like that is what brings everybody this early in the morning.
exactly.
Parking lots. But yeah,
Yeah,
got the
for
big-
once, SpaceX has actually like started to clean up some of their junk.
Oh, like the
For
whole
once.
Buzz inventory tent.
A little bit there. They cleaned up B18, cleaned up Booster 17. You know,
Yeah,
well, they haven't cleaned up yet.
we're getting there.
I mean, yeah, unfortunately, I couldn't
I think
get an image of.
they're
Go
I
on.
think they're picking up the load, like the actual load spreader up now because the LRR 11,000 is down. So well, thingy's down.
Hook.
Yeah, zero crane knowledge here. So
The
right,
main
let's-
block. I'm surprised we don't see the windmill lifts up.
They don't need them.
I
They
mean-
that load spreader is remote controlled.
Yeah, I was
So-
just if the angle is a little funky, that should be interesting watching it work.
Yeah, I wonder if that thing. I wonder if it bent the ring at all. If it bent the ring at all, that load spreader won't work.
I doubt it. The methane tank looks pretty intact.
That thing can hold a ship. It should handle a small boom.
mm,
I mean, the transfer tube is many
The
things.
only
Small,
thing.
not one of them.
The
Yeah.
transfer tube is the only reason why that thing didn't collapse and fold over.
well, it was ruptured.
Yeah. Well,
So,
plus the side tank is probably holding onto the walls a little bit too and helping keep it up.
yeah.
Looked like some of the struts were torn pretty nicely.
It's like confetti.
Yes.
But
Let's see.
yeah, it was certainly an unwelcome surprise yesterday. How far are that? Where's the?
Okay. Over the port, it seems.
Yeah,
Where's my?
just trying to remember where the U.S. FF Kennedy is.
It should be coming into frame any second now. It should be right across the channel from that boat that we just.
There is not much left of it. That's all I'm going to say. I can
Wow.
see where it is. There's not much left of
Yeah.
of it. It's pretty much gone.
No new stuff at the ASU
Yeah.
staging area.
What is wrong with my internet today?
Because you're not
Final.
using dark mode.
Final morning, and I'm. Yeah, of course, when we start to stream. That's what. Oh, there we go. Yeah.
Flight deck is almost gone of the Kennedy.
Starting to look like a regular old freighter.
Yeah, the hangar deck's almost gone too. Man.
Speaking of gone,
Your favorite pad.
Oh,
and tank farm. Can't
Yeah.
wait till we get over there. I mean, wonder what we can name that construction road.
yeah, I mean, on the note of that pad, I mean, before they destroyed it, at least they did have a, booster and pad that technically worked together. Now we kind of less.
That
of
is my biggest the biggest question mark for me is would they take booster 18 point or B18.1 and try to put actual QDs
No.
on the thing and chuck it on the pad, try to do something, or they're gonna have to wait for 19 to be
Oh.
ready?
What to do, like test fits?
Yeah, because now they
19.
can't test fit it for a while.
Yeah.
They have an
I saw-
aft.
Well, the aft is also broken. It's
You might
if
be
you've
able to
seen it in
slice
the-
the aft off 18 and chuck it on something,
Mm,
maybe.
It's pretty bad.
What could go wrong?
What could go wrong on your brand new pad using scrap?
Can you imagine if this had happened during a static fire attempt?
Oh
That
God,
would
don't
not have
even-
been pretty.
It
Oh, it would have been pretty.
would have been pretty,
At
but
least-
it wouldn't have been great for the program.
Okay,
Yeah.
pretty in the sense of it would have been visually pretty, but it would not have been pretty in the sense of it would have been a massive setback.
Be a
All right,
tremendous
almost
setback.
almost at Massey's. We're gonna see the
Yeah.
the destruction of the booster.
God,
No.
dreaded. But yeah, I wonder when they're gonna start moving in the ASU components.
They've. Well, when we get down there.
They're still building foundations for things, so
Mm.
probably a
Grid
little
beams
bit.
and electrical are still being put in place.
I mean, it's a fantastic show, like for scale. You know, you got normal cars, and then you've got this. I mean, it's just crazy. How are they gonna yeah, sure. Are they gonna have to close the road to move some of the stuff down?
Indeed.
Probably.
Yeah, I certainly think this chunky piece is gonna need to be a reclosure.
Tanks will as well.
Yeah.
They've moved those tanks, I've thought, without, since it's one of their moving closures, I guess. But the main parts of its train are definitely going to close the road.
Do we know how tall it's gonna be in the end?
About 170 feet. So what would that be? Around
In proper units.
50 meters? 55?
Wowza.
The low pressure cold box should be about that tall.
Wonder what their throughput's gonna be with this thing. Oh, also, just on a note for everyone, I believe I think they're rotating the QD arm, but I could be wrong.
It's moving a little bit.
Yeah. Right. We should nearly be at Les Massys, or aka the dreaded explosion site. God, I mean, it's almost cursed at this point. I mean, with the amount of stuff that's gone wrong there, you know, you got 35 popping an engine, and you got 36 popping, and booster 18 popping. Not a very good track record. But hey ho.
Bye.
Shh. It's okay.
Let's take a deep breath and enjoy.
Yeah, they're starting to flip the. Yeah, they're definitely starting to flip the SQD arm now. Use
So
those
they
chain
did-
Oh
noise
yeah, yep.
rotating.
What's my favorite is for the vapor, the methane liquid vapor return. It almost looks like they're using wood blocks and tie wraps to hold it to part of the frame.
Hey, whatever works, right?
It was.
Oh god.
Duct tape is a handyman's secret weapon.
I wonder if
Well,
they use
silicon
that.
can fix anything.
Well, looks like the windy lifts are in position next to the booster. I guess they considering where everything is, they seem pretty confident in which direction it would fall if it were to fall.
Yeah.
I mean, they could grab a couple of those folks from Tiger Demolition, and they could make quick work of it.
Okay, guys, we're getting the first images in from Massey's.
Yeah, see
Is
a
it just
wild
me or is Chaz really
Massey's.
quiet?
Now's not the time to be slow, computer. Lord. Okay, there we go. Oh, look at that. That is. Yeah. Yeah.
Come on now.
Not
What do we
fun.
got? What do we got?
lots of broke. Oh,
Oh,
there we
right
go,
into
there we
the
go.
aft section there.
There
There's
we
a-
go. Let's go.
Holy jumping.
Load
Yeah.
images. Mine images load
Come on.
faster.
My God. Oh my.
Oh, I
yeah,
cannot wait
that
for
is,
the high
Oh,
reses of
Oh,
these.
that
that is
is
right in there.
Ring
So
Watch is gonna
beautiful.
love that. Ooh.
N-
But yeah, what I was hinting at earlier is it's almost I'm almost 100% sure it is a COPV because if it was a bad weld, you wouldn't get a puncture on the inside of the
Was
transfer
Nick
tube.
right?
The
Wait.
COPV wouldn't.
What is that?
The chances
If-
of the COPV rupturing and shooting the friggin' carnival shot through the wall would be challenging, at
Oh,
least in my opinion.
Mauricio is flying right above the booster.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that
Look
is
at that.
crazy.
We
At
get
this
we have
point-
the pipe layout.
Finally.
That's a good one.
Let's
Oh my
Indeed.
God. That is
That
straight
is
down.
pretty sweet.
At this point, the COPV is a serial killer in the Starbase.
Oh, I cannot wait for the high res of these.
Oh,
Oh,
good.
wow.
Oh, yeah. This is
Oh
very good.
man, that
Ooh.
is great shot, Mauricio.
Holy crap.
It's
Come
kind of a
on.
mess, but you can see something.
Hey, look, it's the hot staging ring that would have been used. if it weren't.
Yeah.
Yeah. There you go.
Those
God.
top-down shots straight in. Oh yeah.
That's
where it's at.
fantastic.
That's where it's at.
I should also
Yeah.
That
note,
is amazing. Wow.
And the lighting is perfect with the cloud cover. The lighting is actually
Yeah.
perfect.
if you guys notice down here, there's a little black patch. This confirms they are going to be painting the aft, which is such good news. It's a little bit that's covered there. Presumably they were testing it, which they would have done, but they would have probably fully installed the black paint, if it came back. But it's archaic. I mean, how that thing is still standing.
There's
The
the
transfer
obviously
tube's
with
like the size of a Falcon 9. That's how it's still standing.
Yeah.
and obviously the big thing that people have noticed with this booster, there's a very big lack of baffles inside the tanks.
Yeah,
There's no ice
would-
protection. There's zero.
Why would they need baffles?
Yeah.
Where's the bottom of the sump in relation to the inlets of any of the pumps?
Hasn't also been theorized, Ryan, about the ice that Raptor 3's autogen doesn't produce water somehow.
Well, here's the other thing though, and no, I think the other reason why they don't need it is because if Nick is right, and if Nick and me are right,
Oh,
the transfer tube is not all methane. It is a LOX header boost back tank along with a landing tank.
yeah.
They wouldn't use a transfer for boost back, but that's just my opinion.
I mean, it's massive.
And it's not the boost pack. I mean, if they were using the entire downcomer, maybe it would work for landing and boost back, but probably not. That should be
Right.
fairly straightforward calc.
The mystery wall going up.
The only other thing that and it was actually even with Ryan, I think there's a couple of us that kind of agree that side tank is the only thing that makes sense is it's methane, at least to me.
It's oxygen. It's LOX. Sorry.
Yeah, it would be very
Finish the transfer,
dangerous.
Ryan.
It would be very
No,
dangerous tank there.
one of the lines is coming from the LOX QD and dives up around that tank. But we'll know
It
more.
looked so good.
Still looks great.
Well, I haven't got the shot. If you kind of just look at the methane tank, it looks fine. then you look down here and it's
Um,
kind of looks. It looks like when you rip paper and like it's completely it just the fact that this is 4mm steel. It's kind of
Yeah.
insane.
I mean, where is the side tank hiding in there?
It's
That's-
literally right behind the transfer tube
See,
Yeah, it's
Have
like
we-
this
in all
side.
these pictures.
Might be able
I-
to see it in this one.
You can see the struts for it as well. Or if you look on the right side there, on the right side of the big transfer
Oh
tube.
yeah, the
Yeah, that's,
Yeah,
that's
like
one of the
flange
support.
looking piece. Right there, your cursor.
Yeah,
Yeah.
on the shot, so you could see that was torn.
Yeah,
But-
right up a little bit there, Alex. Go up slightly.
Oh, sorry.
Alex isn't the one driving.
Alex is driving, but not
Yeah,
this
I
Alex.
am.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's what I mean.
well,
The
not
other
the
Alex.
stream, I should say then. But
Can you see it on this one? Or do you need the other one?
Oh, there it is, hiding. You can sort
You
of
can
see
see
it right
it
there.
right there.
oh yeah, you can just barely see it back in there.
Don't know. These ones are these pipes here are confusing because it looks like it's not necessarily connecting to the actual main landing.
No,
or
those
whatever.
are likely manifolds hooking into the that side tank and then getting split off to other engines.
Ah,
Well, and plus some of the things that we're seeing could be stuff that has fallen off of the walls down to the bottom, possibly.
yeah.
Or ruptured.
And this aft, it's so sad that what's happened here. Like this aft is so beautiful. Like, and it's just it's unusable.
Not anymore.
No, it's still beautiful in my eyes. Look at these chimes.
Art is in
Shit,
the
like-
eye of the beholder, right?
Yeah, but again, if we could just get if we get this shot, maybe not that one. Yeah, this one. Load.
Don't look.
See, it looks so beautiful, doesn't it? The Block 3 booster. No issues at all. Oh, on
Well,
a happy
That's
note,
what I was going to mention, Alex, is a new static stand.
Yep.
So I guess that. So do we think that means they've realized this old one was too damaged, or they just figured might as well make a new one instead of retrofit?
Make another
They're-
one.
well,
Make
think they
another
have
one
a-
if
Yeah. True.
So
That would be
they're-
the other option.
they have to support 39A and probably 37.
This, yeah, that is true. That is true. Tis true.
And they might just make it here because either it's going to be for here or it's going to be for. We don't
Oh.
really know where it's going, honestly.
I mean, if they're trying to support 4 pads over the next year, they're going to probably have to have multiple static fires a week.
Yeah, and you're going to need 2 stands here, 2 stands in Starbase because of well, there's no static fire test area at the Cape yet, so.
Yeah.
Or they'll just make an adapter. I just hope that I just flooded that to the universe just to get people excited.
how much damage do you think has been has been put on the
The stand.
the stand?
Zero.
I don't know.
It looks like it's leaking the fluid.
It definitely looks like it might have taken. It looks like at least the brunt of the outwardness was above it, but I'm sure there might be some
Stand is
debris
probably
that fell
fine.
on it or something. But
But I
opposite
think
of
Yeah, I
It's
think
opposite of
the I think the worst of the damage is probably just some ruptured hydraulic lines. I think.
yeah, that and some cosmetic dings and dents, but from flying debris.
Are they even
Yeah.
using hydraulics on the stand?
I mean,
I
what
mean,
else
the
is that puddle of
Oh
liquid?
yeah,
yeah, there's.
They got all
moisture.
got all the actuators.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, as far as anything that was in the damage cone, I don't think anything would have punched through. I mean, that's sort of like A soda can, aluminum can rupturing.
That's 0.3.
Mauricio just
I
continuing to
Back-
I
search
think
the
it might be
message.
for. Alright. I think the blue cap might be for S39.1 because I don't think they might use it on. Or is this on the stand? Oh, but they might
They-
use it for.
It depends if there's a bunch of eyelets for attaching that they're probably going to weld onto the old proof stand, ship proof stand. I too agree that that's where the blue cap is going.
I wouldn't be surprised at all if we see a third cap show up at some point.
It makes
I mean-
sense. You'd almost need it. If you get the new big test cage, the old puck shucker stand, and then if they want to have one on the cryo stand just for good
They
measure.
should just build another test cage.
Honestly.
seriously, at this point.
I mean, I'm sure that things got a hell of a lot more. We know that things got way more capability than the old puck shucker and the cryo stand, for that matter. So, but I guess then it becomes how often are you going to need a second one? Like, it's not like they're going to be making. I mean, obviously we know they have upgrades planned, but are you really going to have that many changes in design happening where you have 2 or 3 test tanks out there at once?
It depends on how much testing for the various ship configurations.
Yeah.
I mean, you're going to have HLS nodes in there more than likely.
You have the
Your
HLS,
tankers.
you have all the non-Starling payload variant, the crew variant.
Crew's a long ways off, but
Yeah.
the tankers, the depots.
I mean, for those, yeah, I started to say for those, you could probably just extrapolate the data from the hop variant, or the variant they had on the hops without the payload bay, without any payload bay door, but you probably want to retest those, given how long it's been since the hop era.
You know, I gotta say those. Looking at Booster 18, those 20 pipes that are going off, or not even 20, it's probably more than that, but the pipes coming off that transfer tube, they come off pretty high off that transfer tube. Almost like that cone that we saw.
The sump
Yeah.
with like the one that's sitting outside of Star Factory. The big strainer. Oh yeah, that's me being contrarian.
Definitely only a little cloudy today.
COPVs are used so many places. For them to have 2 failures, if that's indeed what happened, I still think it's ground support.
Something caused it. I do not see how they really had another COPV failure, and it is the root cause. Something had to cause it to go.
Yeah, a stuck high pressure valve, and whoops.
If it was a stuck high pressure valve, and I mean, if they obviously, I would think that, I guess depending on how quickly they were flowing, they would have been able to see that they were stuck and open the vents on the tank, right? To counteract that pressurizing force going in.
It depends which. If it's, I mean, they have, I think a 207 bar, and then they have, I think, a 350 bar. You can move quite a volume of gas very quickly. and whether or not any of the vents are designed to handle that much volume.
I mean, even if they weren't designed for it, it would still opening them would still help mitigate it to some extent. Even if it did end up failing, it would still probably wouldn't have been as you wouldn't have as big
The-
of a
The
pop out there.
the high pressure line feeding it is operating at the same pressure, if not higher, than the COPVs, because those are the lines that they use to charge the COPVs. So, yeah, they would probably. Not to mention, since none of the COPVs are inside the tank, just that rupturing it shouldn't have caused such a energetic unzipping. Well, energetic's the wrong word.
I mean, also if it was a COPV, the pump it would be a different. Wouldn't the I don't know what the right words, but it wouldn't look like it peeled open. It would be more inward, right? Or more
No,
kind of both in and out.
No, if the overpressure for it to blow the way it did was from the inside out.
Well, that's what I'm saying. If it was a COPV, which is mounted on the outside of the main ring,
You wouldn't.
see so much of the actual ring itself peeled out. It'd be kind of more inner,
Yeah.
either in or more evenly in and out both directions.
I'm at
Right?
a loss how a COPV rupturing on the outside, even if it ruptured the skin, would have caused enough flow into it to get it to rupture.
Yeah.
I mean, the transfer tube was ruptured from something moving at a pretty high velocity from the outside in. And it didn't collapse, so.
I mean, that's just nitrogen. I mean,
That's what they're using on these, because it
Yeah.
was huh.
I mean, if they overpressured with nitrogen because the tank farm failed,
Yeah, and it's
it wouldn't be the
valve.
first time they've damaged a vehicle due to the tank farm.
0.5. Sorry.
Booster
Or
4.
was that 26? Yeah. Hey, this time the transfer tube kept it up, okay?
The yeah. The only way I see it happening enough is if there's enough pressure in the LOX tank and the entire chine's worth of COPVs blew up. Which, I mean, considering they're nowhere to be found. Like those chines are literally the COPVs that were in that chine are literally nowhere to be found. So they all blew to pieces. And the pieces went
I mean,
in a lot of carbon fiber confetti.
I mean, there's a lot of. Did they really? I can't wait for the high res.
Because, like, you look at the other chines and the COPVs are all there. The one chine where it blew apart, they're not there anymore. They're just gone. Like, that entire chine exploded.
So
You
maybe
can't-
they, yeah.
Yeah.
So maybe they
Question-
overpressure. Oh, sorry. Continue.
I was gonna say I gotta look to see what hooked into that chine, because if we see what gas was hooked into that chine, I mean, then we can find out which what system those COPVs were tied into, and then you can get a better idea of why that only ripped apart. So something might have overpressured that entire chine and blew them all to pieces. I don't know.
So what I was gonna to say is that they might overpressurize all the COPVs on that chine, and also maybe the LOX tank was on a flight pressure, or maybe a higher pressure. They might test the tanks on higher pressure. I don't know, but it might be on a high pressure. And it also exploded at the same time. which like
I-
culminated in
I think
this.
if that tank had been if that LOX tank had been at flight pressure, there'd be a lot more damage than this. I'm going to be honest. I think that's a lot. It's at flight pressure. I think it's like 6 bar, if I remember correctly.
All
Like
right, that's all.
it would have ripped those tanks to shreds.
Nah, I mean
More.
we've seen the when they get the fluid to blow them out, and it just tears. It's not that.
So going back, Alex, you were I was trying to listen in between my phone and whatnot. It sounded like you were saying that you didn't think that the COPVs would poke a hole in the main tank.
Not to the extent. I still have those opinions. It was a secondary for them, though there is one very large, obvious tear going into the transfer tube, which is kind of making me reevaluate my position.
I was just going to add that, when S-36 had its COPV explode, it definitely did poke a hole in the side of the payload bay. And
Yeah.
the way that I see it is it's basically the same thing, just inverse, but the main tank had pressure in it as well. So in the way that it rips on the actual steel, there's like COPV markings, like indicating where they were. So to me,
Yeah.
I'm not saying that the COPVs were like the source, but they were definitely the source of punching a hole in the main tank, and then the pressure in the main tank blew it open and continued the ripping, all the way up, basically the entire length of the chine.
Oh yeah, no. I think I'm in agreement with you. I mean that.
Yeah.
And that huge hole in the transfer tube, something had a lot of momentum behind it to rip
Well, I
it.
can tell you what it looks like is it's the COPV mounting brackets, because if you
Yeah.
look at some of the other images, it like aligns perfectly. Nick pointed that out when I suggested that maybe it was the mounting brackets, and he was like, huh, maybe that might be it. So,
That's
but
great.
yeah, that literally
Yeah.
everything that would have been around those COPVs turned into basically a shotgun
Oh
shell
yeah,
and shot
Like a
through
grenade. It
what-
was a bunch of grenades basically went off. Fragmentation
Right.
grenades went off next to that tank.
There's other. I want to see hopefully the high res at the back of it, because there's an off chance that.
Oh, I think there was from some of the shots, it looks like a couple of the pieces went through, the backside of the LOX tank.
There's
Almost
some
like-
that exited just above the strike side,
Mhm.
and below, like right between that and that other chine, where it's something from the inside blew up towards it. It looks like.
Hey, we get
And
a perfect shot into booster 17.
and there's also a good chance that after it ruptured, the sort of the shock wave bounced off the back, because it looks like it got pulled in by the QDs, which strangely you can get negative pressure behind the wave if it's rapidly exiting. So, but yeah, a lot of fun stuff. And Ryan, I bet yours and Nick's modeling are going to be very happy with these new views.
images I've seen, I guess, looking through the gallery, the low res gallery, then the high res will come later. Certainly going to be intriguing for sure. I know Nick is doing a lot of the booster stuff. I'm not sure if I really want to even attempt to model this booster, but so see.
He's already pretty dang far in that aft. He's going to be incredibly happy with these shots. It'll answer a lot of questions, I think. I'm curious to see what he does with it.
I'm still curious to see with the ring manifold around the bottom that we saw that got damaged, if we can tell any more in the higher res photos, but it kind of looks like maybe pieces of COPV or COPV that was maybe mounted a little lower ended up shooting down, and that kind of sheared off a bunch of the hardware there. So I'm hoping that maybe we can see something that indicates if that was true or not in some of the photos.
Yeah, I've been keeping my opinions to myself, and I'm glad I have, because looks like I may have been wrong.
Well, to my knowledge,
Add it to the tally.
Well, no, I didn't publicize it, so it's
No, you gotta add it to
oh, fine.
Because we all remember when Ship 24 had its issue in the payload bay and it knocked a couple tiles off before the first launch, and it ended up being seemingly a high pressure line inside the payload bay. Maybe didn't have an expansion loop in it, and it somehow shifted rapidly and maybe depressurized. But that ended up, knocking tiles off the exterior of the vehicle. So you know that it hit the skin with some force, and it kind of seems like something kind of similar happened in the Chine, except instead of it not, causing damage that would prevent the ship from flying, it seems like maybe it hit a COPV and that was enough kinetic energy to, I guess, pop it.
Oh, not saying that I've ever potentially dropped something on a high pressure cylinders regulator to watch it go shooting down a hallway.
Mythbuster style.
Oh, I'm not gonna.
For
It's
science.
probably long enough that.
Or
But,
Jaws style. Yeah.
Yeah. It's
Look
easier
at
to
that.
knock the regulator off.
Man, look at that pad. Wait, what pad? All the links are gone.
Oh, poor baby.
The work on the launch mount finally stopped. Finished.
Well, no, it's
the easy part is done.
Yeah.
That was the easy part, getting rid of the mount. The hard part now comes where they got to dig up the plate and the foundation.
I still kind of wish they take the donut off, but just they could have exploded the legs.
Why?
Would have been so.
And
cool.
the tower, right?
Ryan,
Yeah.
you hate for the
tower. No, they need to do the tower. No. Drop it on the water tank farm. Yes.
Yeah. Come on,
yes.
guys.
Yeah, the top of the tower would probably end up like around here.
That's fine.
It's yeah.
That's fine. Nothing will happen. It's fine.
I trust your judgment. Drop it. But,
hey, you're promised excitement.
Yeah, we need excitement guaranteed. So we need to drop the tower. Yeah.
Wasn't your original idea to put the chopsticks all the way up to the top and then drop it?
But yeah, because the chopsticks would help add weight to it to force it in one direction or the other.
Or they could. They had the chopsticks still wired up. They could just weld it to the plate and pull.
Yeah, they're taking their sweet old time with the QD arm.
It's a fun operation to pick something up and then turn it, especially something like that.
Yeah, and level it.
You got to get it leveled, and then basically the 11K takes over completely, which it looks like it already has. I think they disconnected the other one, so they got to use what they do is pneumatic chain hoist to then level it out, and then they can lift it all the way up to the tower.
And in other good news, the weather has been clearing up, so now we got no clouds and the fog has been rolling out, so that's a big plus.
Got the perfect lighting for the booster right when we needed it.
Before we go over Sanchez again, what state do we think the QD arm extension is going to be in?
I can lie and say I haven't seen it. So.
Oh, you've already seen it? Oh wait, we've already got the photos in, haven't we? Let's see.
Other people have flown.
Oh. See too much of that one. That's certainly looking like a truss segment. of some sorts. That triangle piece that we thought that couldn't possibly be a truss segment.
Also, concerning Massey's and getting the a few extra pictures, Mauricio did say in the chat that after they are done here at the build site and launch site, they are going back to Massey's for another round of pictures.
Excellent. Oh god, it's the reason it all happened. Booster 17. Did they not learn not to scrap a vehicle whilst you're whilst you're testing your brand new vehicle? I mean,
Yeah, it was unusable. What's the point? Like, they couldn't use the booster 17 anymore.
It's what they did the exact same thing with they scrapped ship 32 and ship 33.
My expectation for what they wanted to do was to roll 18 out and start the cryo testing. You know, pneumatic test, the cryo test, scrap 17, and then once you got the data from your cryo testing on 18, if everything checks out, immediately start on 19 and go forward. And here they are.
Yeah, they. I wonder if we're going to see speedy SpaceX with booster 19.
Hey Alex, do us a favor and put your microphone inside your mouth.
Wait, is it a bit quiet?
Oh, that's getting
yes,
a lot better.
Very.
There we go. Sorry about that.
Look at
yeah,
that.
I'll
A version 3 at this rate? Yeah, version 3 ship transport stand. There you go.
Oh yeah, early.
I call it a version 3 because the original ones were bolted, were bolt-ons.
Oh, let me see too much.
Yeah, I'm very happy to see that new ship transport stand. It's definitely a very welcome design.
It's an upgrade.
Oh yeah, wow, that looks awesome.
Which it was funny because like months ago, SpaceX had I think shown it might have been part of the like the Gigabay like PowerPoint reveal or whatever,
Yeah.
but they showed a ship on top of a stand that looked similar to the booster stand, and everybody was kind of like, what's going on there? And sure enough, here we see it.
Yeah, looks fantastic.
I'm glad because I was kind of getting tired of them having to chain the dang thing down all the time. I bet they were too. Wait, did they do that over the last couple of days?
Yep.
Yeah, they
Melted it all.
Yep.
Two of the
No,
pieces.
not
Oh,
that.
what?
Because it looks like I was about to say it looks like I don't think when Caesar flew they had any of the arms in the booster one.
No, they didn't. I don't think.
No, they didn't, and they weren't even next to the stand. Yeah.
There
They
was a
moved-
crane. There was a. I did notice there was a crane up in Sanchez yesterday, so I guess that's probably what he was doing.
They almost all of them are in.
Well,
Did
look
that
at
in a
that.
couple of days.
We're getting the same sort of electrical boxes in the arm extension, just on the opposite wall this time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't.
The carriage is going to be on top of like before.
Have we got any ideas yet on what kind of mechanism they're going to be using?
Probably be the same sort of design, I would imagine.
Except for no old jack screw hardware for the claw anymore.
Yeah, it'll be the same
Just
kind of
that.
rotational point and then longer piston probably to move it forward and backward.
And hopefully, the carriage on that arm doesn't need to be heightened multiple times since first time it's installed.
it will, but
Hopefully they'll raise the whole arm at once.
Yeah, I think is this part of here
Yes.
a high pressure rack for the lines on the top.
yeah, it's equivalent of what was on the other one, connecting the two.
We got this compared to scroll down. Ooh.
Hey, not so quick.
Down.
Or
Oh yeah. There we go. I should be around here.
But don't look at the old one.
Don't look at the old one.
Please.
Yeah, I'm
It's-
just.
I'll avert my eyes.
I'll avert
Well,
my
yeah,
eyes.
Well, we've got to. We gotta be appreciative of the new design.
I'm already
just trying to
appreciative of
there we
the design. The old design is a trash can.
It served its purpose. Yeah, look at that.
It's just
Oh,
ew.
just
That new extension just seems, I'm sure it's just perspective, longer than the claw.
It does.
Oh, we got some nice top-down views of Boost 17's aft.
I wonder if we're gonna see the. They should be adding work platforms to that thing too. I would assume. At
Why do
some
they
point.
have pink tarp everywhere? It's looking to be over the hold downs.
Yeah, they
Probably
probably want to protect it from any molten metal dripping down onto them.
Yeah.
That's
Falling
When
10
you when they
millimeters.
go to.
Yeah.
But then
well,
again,
And-
they're getting
and-
rid of those clamps.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, maybe they didn't want it to do that, so it'd be easier to maybe take it apart. I don't know. It just why not protect it?
next up, they just got a scrap booster 12.
No, no.
Scrap 20.
No,
No,
20 forever.
no, no, not 20. Don't do 20.
20's useless.
With the
Still waiting
Bondo
for them.
files.
Still waiting to make a permanent stand for 12. Probably a pretty low priority item, but it does seem like maybe they want to do that maybe sooner rather than later.
I think because as far as I know, there's a spot next to Highway 4 that's next on San Martin. You know, it's kind of it's in front. It's down San Martin in front of the apartment complex next to Highway 4. I think that's where 12 is going. I think. I don't
Just
remember
get the photo
though.
up.
But they
I-
need to make a stand for it. Who knows when that?
Or was that in a piece of documentation, or is that just
I don't know. I
we
think that's
expect?
where it's going.
A lot of folklore
Yeah.
and rumors.
Looks like the housing group of houses being built are. It doesn't look like there's been that much progress from last week.
They're in that stage of construction where everything's on the interior.
Yeah. I did notice on the apartment complex they've almost got the entire wall of glass done, which looks
Yeah.
very nice. Oh, Booster 18 again. Reminded.
Yep,
God.
Mauricio and Fred just about to start circling around like some vultures.
God, this is so. Oh! In the time that we've been flying, they have
they
hooked up. Yeah, they've hooked it up. That is,
Hey,
yeah.
And the windy lifts have deployed their riggers and are set up to lift. So this is gonna happen soon.
Yeah, now basically.
Obvious.
I'm still confused. Wait, okay. And here's another thing. Don't they have to manually undo all of the clamps?
they're probably gonna hold it up and just start cutting it with torches.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they'll support it,
want-
and then Windy Lift will go up with torches. They'll cut the methane tank off. Although they're going to have to probably do above the common dome.
Yeah,
I don't know.
because-
Yeah.
Well,
It'll
because
probably
if
rip
they don't do
apart.
that, then they have to cut through the common
Yeah.
dome and the transfer tube.
Yeah,
You don't really.
and
want
it
to do
also
that.
gets really unstable too. So that's going to get
Yeah.
really interesting though when they have to start taking that down. Because yeah, what's the next cut after that?
Because you can't really cut out the transfer tube without also taking all this with you, because otherwise
We got to go
that'll
inside
just topple
basically to
over.
do it. So
Oh
Yeah,
my
because
God.
as soon as even if you were to go down like 2 or 3, like you take the common dome section and then you go down 2 sections. Say you grab onto it with another load spreader and you do that, you have to cut through the transfer tube, and then as soon as you lift that part off, you're no longer connected to the stable rigid common domes, so that Lock's tank wall is just gonna against the
They
transfer tube.
they'll probably put some lifting points and bring in a second crane.
Have we seen any other jigs come in from the build side?
Just the booster.
I'd have thought they'd want the ring lifter.
That is currently busy. That's busy at the moment with another booster. So.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I'd imagine they would just weld on some lifting eyes.
Yeah, and then hook up onto that.
Should we have a guess at how long they're gonna take to build Booster 19?
2 months.
In a month.
2 months.
2 months.
When they start stacking it to when it gets ready for cryo should be about 2 months.
That seems very optimistic for you. No offense.
Yeah.
So
it's the timeline. It is the timeline for 18. If you minus the wait for the aft section, it was about 2 months to go from the start to. It took them 2 weeks, exactly 14 days from when they stacked the 2 tanks to get it out to Massey's.
So if we say maybe, I'd say by Wednesday they'll have 17 done. I'd expect at least. They'll probably want to roll out.
Probably by next weekend, 19 will be started, and then at that point it'll be ready for cryo at the end of January.
So we're thinking June launch.
No, with all of the testing and everything else that they still have to do, because remember, without a booster, they can't commission the new pad.
Yeah,
they can't do anything with it.
Yep,
they can do about 90%. It's sort of like when they commissioned the hot fire stand was 26. It'll take about just as long to commission.
Hey, going back to 18. Going back to 18 real quick. Why wouldn't they just lay out down the oxygen tank and just to get it off the crane and get it down lower and safe?
Whether or not it's structurally to support it under tension.
Yeah, because it could just basically rip. Because some of the rings, there's rips going around the side. So if you lift from the top, it's possible that it could the whole bottom could just come off, unintended.
And that aft is, even though it doesn't have engines on, that is still a heavy piece of.
I mean, cut off the aft. Cut off the methane tank at the above the common dome, and then just lay down the rest of it.
I think it gets very difficult then because the amount of internal piping that's connected to the aft. I mean, you could just cut off the transfer tube, but again, you'd have to go inside.
The problem is the transfer tube is the only thing that's supporting any kind of weight. Like the second you get rid of either the aft or the common, the transfer tube is the only thing that's holding anything rigid, and the tank wall will just flap and fold and crumple because there's nothing supporting it anymore.
So maybe remove the tank piece by piece.
They might have to just go. They might have to literally take the top off and then hold on to the booster, and they might literally just go and start taking shreds off of the tank, and then once they take enough of the outer tank wall off, they go in and cut the transfer tube, and then they cut down the transfer tube, and then they remove the aft. Is what they might do.
They'll just cut it off right above the transfer tube and connect some new lifting points.
So it might end up being just a common dome and the transfer tube and the bottom of.
It could be. Yeah, we'll see.
That would be so funny.
Either way, the 11K at Massey's now has a job to do. It's been sitting around with nothing to do for a while.
Let's have another look on the inside of our short-lived friend, Booster 18. God. So where's the very large cut? It's not that, is it?
I think that was the one, right there.
Yeah, that's the puncture straight into the transfer tube.
Yeah. That's the one that made me completely change my opinion.
Because the only thing that I'm... Because it looked like, I don't know if the term cascading is correct, but it looked like it started. Well, actually, I mean, we can't. I don't think we can watch the video, but if you remember, it starts down here and then it just goes shunk.
Yeah, it cascades up.
Yeah.
It was something caused this one of the lower COPVs to go, and then it cascaded up that chine, and then it ripped open the tank wall in the process.
It was so symmetrical that it could have just been they screwed up filling them.
Which, I mean, to me, it's like if it's a procedural error, that's
it could be just like I said, stuck valve until you know otherwise. It's sort of like the internet. It's always DNS.
Based on this image, it does kind of indicate, in my opinion, that it was probably the second or third COPV up from the bottom, and then yeah, this is kind of why I believe that maybe the bottom COPV ended up knocking into the manifold there at the bottom, because you can see that the COPV is gone, but there's damage below, but there's also not a hole in the tank wall. So it almost seems like the COPV above that one may have let go, and it maybe hit the COPV below, lines came loose, regulator, whatever it may be. It may have propelled itself down and then knocked into that stuff that's down there. And then the COPV above, it may have shot upward and then just started, wrecking through everything up there. Chain reaction.
Or it ruptured and shot in, and we can't quite tell because right where that initial tear is. That could be oil.
Fluid on the ground.
That could be oil.
They have cleaned this up. I don't know if you guys maybe saw, the other images that were around, I think maybe yesterday or the day before. This area was clean, then it got extremely dirty, and now they've swept the stuff up. So all the carbon fiber, for the most part, it looks like they've actually broomed it toward the stand. So there was black stuff everywhere over here on the floor, which, on the concrete.
Just confetti.
Yeah, it's all of the COPVs basically just disintegrated into, black smithereens.
Oh,
I'm so sad as well. Like we again, I'm gonna bring it up again because it's the best part about the booster. We almost got to see a painted booster like reasonably soon.
Wait till 19.
Oh,
you'll see it. Unfortunately, I'll have to wait till 19.
Yeah, Ryan. It looks like you're right with that downward shooting COPV because it probably ruptured all the hydraulics coming out of the pump right down there.
That's what I assume as well. Yeah.
What we thinking?
Yeah.
We're thinking this entire line here.
Yeah.
Yeah. That entire chine, all the COPVs, they're not there anymore. We'll just put it that way.
The notch at the very bottom where the chime would be, up a little bit. Yeah, that initial tear, just above it is probably.
Oh yeah, because you can see how it kind of lips outwards.
And one's bent in, and that's kind of in line with the hole in the transfer tube.
Yeah, that second COPV, it probably blew up, and then a chunk punctured the tank, went in and punctured the transfer tube, and then that set off a chain reaction across the other COPVs. With puncture to the tank and pressure in the tank, it just ripped open the tank like a sardine can, and boom.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have landed. Great conversation. We're gonna have to pick up the rest though at Show and Tell, which I will remind everyone will be at 4 p.m. Starbase time today. So look forward to that. If you are a YouTube member or a Patreon subscriber, you can join into that. It will be live on Discord and on YouTube. So, yeah, it's going to be a good one, guys. We got a lot to talk about, don't we?
Yeah.
Bring popcorn.
Parking lots and the people who park in them.
Don't forget, guys, the ASU. Like that's happened this week. Some very exciting stuff there.
Hey, don't make fun of the ASU.
AS who?
Yeah,
Hey.
yeah.
Yeah, so
Wow.
we've got all kinds of good stuff coming up later at the show and tell, and then for everyone else, we will have our normal Starbase Weekly tomorrow at the normal time of 12 p.m. Starbase time. So, yeah, with that, I will say thank you for everyone for showing up, and we will see you later today or tomorrow.
Bye.
Bye. Yeah.